in the past, I always look down or look away from the point of frugality, and saving more money. And I think because the word frugality always makes me feel that you have to be cheap, or frugality is like being cheap, being stingy, and being miserly, or like, Mr. Scrooge. But if you look at it, right, if the more I relook at my point of my passive income manifesto, frugality is actually a very important point. There's 3 points, right? Earning an active income, the more the better. Spending less, okay? The less you can spend, the better. And lastly is to invest in passive income investments, right? And on these 3, all 3 important. If you can't earn money, there's no point in talking about passive income investment. I'm talking about if you're starting from scratch and you can't earn money, it's useless, right? And if you can earn money, but you can't save for the life of yourself, it's also useless, because then no matter how much you earn, also not enough, right? And lastly, if you refuse to invest, but you have a lot of cash, it's still okay, because you can draw down from your cash. So of these 3 points, right, 1, 2, and 4, right, I would feel as though that you need to earn, you need to be able to save, and you need to be able to invest. If you don't invest, you can draw down from your savings, fine. So active income and necessary expense and cutting back on your expenses is the key. But to start off with, right, I believe that you need to be able to show a measure of control, being more mindful of your spending, being the first step to becoming richer and wealthier and building an empire of, passive income investments. Last time I told you last time, I think about it, the word frugal is being cheap, being miserly, But as I grow a bit older, I realize it's not about being miserly, it's not about being Scroogey or being cheap, right? It's about knowing your plan and sticking to it, right? So it's about being mindful of what you're doing. Not just doing because you want to show off that you have money. No, it's not that. Or not spending because you want to show that you are very smart at saving money. No. For me, it's all about how it feeds back and how it works as a system of passive income lifestyle. Okay? I will budget money to spend. And that's fine with me, because if the money is budgeted for, it's fine. But what I want to bring to the point here is that being frugal, if you let's say you make 3,000 a month, the person who can save 1,500 and invest it will always win the person who can save only 500 and invest it, because the quantum is different. 1,500 versus 500 is 3 times the difference, and the graph grows really fast, right? Especially with time and compounding interest. So the point, as I'm going to start 2023 with, is this: if you want to build more passive income streams, you want to build a passive income lifestyle, one of the key skills that you must develop is to really be able to cover a portion of your income and hardwire it into savings and push it straight into passive income investments. Of course, how much is really very subjective. Some people need to spend a bit more, some people spend a bit less. If you earn, but just bear in mind, if 2 persons earns 3,000 each, the person who save more and invest more will always exit the game early. But the question is this: we don't want to save such to the point that we are unhappy. We want to save such a point that we are like miserable, okay? So don't be miserable, right? So set your criteria, set your parameters, okay? If you earn 3,000 and save 1,500, would that make you happier than earning 3,000 and saving 500? Which one makes you happier? Find a spot in between. Maybe instead of saving 1,500 versus 500, can we compromise, save 1,000 instead, so you get some breathing room? One thing to note is that the more you invest, the more you can take out from your investments and spend half of it without guilt. That's how I do to enjoy myself. So let's say I get a $10,000 of passive income for my investments. I can reinvest 5,000, and another 5,000 I can spend guilt-free because it's earned for me. It's fine. I don't have to feel bad for it. I do feel bad when it comes to spending my principal money. For example, if I have 100,000 to spare to invest and I spend 50,000, yeah, I don't quite like it. But if I put the 100,000 into an investment and the 100,000 investment makes me 10,000, 5,000, I have no qualms spending the dividends. I have no qualms spending the profits, at least half of it, because it's hard earned. It's to be spent. So that's how I look at it, right? Make as much as I can, spend as little as I can from the active income, invest as much as I can into dividend passive income investments, and the passive income that come back to me, I can spend up to half of the returns guilt-free, and reinvest the other half, 50%. And that way, my passive income investment will grow. I still have passive income to spend, and I will perpetuate the game. That's how I like to look at it. But remember, coming back to this point, the more frugal you can be in the beginning, the faster your accumulation process will be. Okay, but you gotta decide for yourself. Are you okay with spending a bit less in the beginning and then spending a bit more from the passive income investment returns, or no, you want to spend more right now? So you got to balance out. You got to figure out for yourself at which point are you comfortable with, because we're talking about sustainability. There's no point for me to tell you, okay, don't spend a single shit, no fun, no games, no living until you had X amount of money. You'll be miserable. I mean, I'll be miserable, right? Come on, think about it. So there's going to be a bit of discomfort, but not too much comfort. Okay, you got to find some compromise in between. Okay, earn as much as you can, save as much as you can comfortably, and then invest as much as you can. That is the name of the game for passive income lifestyle, my passive income manifesto. Until your passive income from your investments can sustain your living expense, then we're free. Come on, think about it, right? Okay, that's all I have for you today. Take care, boys and girls. Bye.